Let us start with the earthing. Today's topic is earthing. So, before getting to these types of earthing, what is earthing? For all practical purposes, the Earth's potential is taken zero. Almost all the machinery, electrical poles, towers, neutral wires are connected to Earth. The neutral wire of an AC supply and middle wire of three-wire DC distribution system are always earthed. The connection of electrical machinery to the general mass of earth with a conducting material of very low resistance is called earthing or grounding. The earthing of electrical equipment bring the equipments to zero potential and avoid the shock to the operator under any fault conditions. Then what are the necessity of earthing? See, consider a single phase machine which is not earthed carrying current. The potential between line and neutral is V volts. The resistance between the windings and the frame is say Ri, called insulation resistance. And R body is the resistance of the body of a person who happens to touch to the machine. Neutral is generally earthed at supply system. But IM is machine current, I body is the current passing through the body of the person. When a person standing on the earth touches the machine, current I gets an alternative path through the body of the person to earth from the insulation resistance, finally to the neutral to the supply. So when the insulation resistance of the machine is perfect, the insulation resistance is of the order few mega ohms and practically can be considered as infinity. So, in normal operating conditions, there is no current passing through the body of the person and hence there is no danger of the shock. But when the insulation becomes weak or defective, or if one of the windings is touching to the frame directly due to some fault, then insulation resistance becomes almost zero. Now, resistance of the body and earth are not very high and hence current increases to such a high value that the person receives a fatal shock. Such a current is called leakage current, very dangerous. Hence, when the machine is not earthed, there is always a danger of the shock under certain fault conditions. Okay, so what happens due to earthing? In case of earthing, the frame of the machine will be earthed properly. So, what are the uses? You have so many uses, advantages from earthing. Apart from basic use of earthing, we have so many practical use also to maintain the line voltage constant, to protect all buildings and structures from atmospheric lightning strikes, to protect all the machines fed from the overhead lines from atmospheric lightning, to serve as a written conductor for telephone and traction work. In such case, all the complications of laying separate wire and the actual cost of the wire is thus will be saved. So, what are the different types of earthing we have? Earthing is achieved by connecting the electrical appliances or components to earth by employing a good conductor called earth electrode. This ensures very low resistance path from appliance to the earth. The various methods of earthing are plate earthing, pipe earthing. So let us discuss the two methods of earthing which are very commonly used in practice. First one is plate earthing. You can look at the diagram. The earth connection is provided with the help of copper plate or galvanized iron plate. The copper plate size is 60 centimeter or 60 centimeter into 3.18 mm, while GI plate size is not less than 60 centimeter into 60 centimeter into 6.3 mm. The GI plates are commonly used nowadays. The plate is embedded 3 meters into the ground. The plate is kept with its face vertical. The plate is surrounded by an alternate layer of coke and salt for minimum thickness of about 15 centimeter. The earth wire is drawn through GI pipe and is perfectly bolted to the earth plate. The nuts and bolts must be of copper plate and must be of galvanized iron for GI plate. The earth lead used must be GI wire or GI strip of sufficient cross-sectional area to carry the fault current safety. You can see that fault current will be circulated, carry the fault current. We have to carry the fault current safely. The earth wire is drawn through GI pipe of 19 mm diameter at about 60 centimeter below the ground. The GI pipe is fitted with a funnel on the top. In order to have an effective earthing, salt water is poured periodically through the funnel. The earthing efficiency increases with the increase of the plate area and depth of embedding. If the the resistivity of soil is high, then it is necessary to embed the plate vertically at a greater depth into the ground. The only disadvantage of this method is that the discontinuity of the earth wire from the earthing plate below the earth cannot be observed physically. This may cause misleading and may result into heavy losses under fault condition. The schematic arrangement of plate earthing is shown here. You can see here. This completes plate earthing.